The unexamined life is not worth living. All men's souls are immortal, but the souls of the righteous are immortal and divine. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Man is by nature a political animal. He who commits injustice is ever made more wretched than he who suffers it. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. Courage is knowing what not to fear. Hope is a waking dream. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river and he's not the same man. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Only the dead have seen the end of war. Change is the only constant in life. One thing only I know, and that is that I know nothing. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. To find yourself, think for yourself. There is nothing permanent except change. The measure of a man is what he does with power. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Character is destiny. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. Well begun is half done. Ignorance, the root and stem of all evil. He who is not a good servant will not be a good master. The only constant in life is change. Wonder is the beginning of wisdom. Friendship is essentially a partnership. Time is the most valuable thing a man can spend. All is flux, nothing stays still. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. Our prayers should be for blessings in general, for God knows best what is good for us. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. It is well to be up before daybreak, for such habits contribute to health, wealth, and wisdom. A friend to all is a friend to none. Life is short, art long, opportunity fleeting, experience treacherous, judgment difficult. The heart that loves is forever young. An honest man is always a child. There is only one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. Man is the measure of all things. To be kind, we must first be just. Excellence is not a gift, but a skill that takes practice. The best revenge is to not be like your enemy. Happiness resides not in possessions and not in gold. Happiness dwells in the soul. There is nothing more frightful than ignorance in action. Mortal man must always look to the end. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. Silence is safer than speech. Man is the dream of a shadow. Whatever happens, happens for a reason. The truth is not for all men, but only for those who seek it. Wisdom begins in wonder. He who has overcome his fears will truly be free. The sun is new each day. The wisest men follow their own direction. One loyal friend is worth 10,000 relatives. Life contains but two tragedies. One is not to get your heart's desire, the other is to get it. Honor is the reward of virtue. The art of living well and the art of dying well are one. If it were not for hope, the heart would break. The shortest and surest way to live with honor in the world is to be in reality what we would appear to be. The sweetest of all sounds is praise. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. One original thought is worth 1,000 mindless quotings. It is better whither to be silent or to say things of more value than silence. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Time crumbles things. Everything grows old under the power of time and is forgotten through the lapse of time. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Patience is the companion of wisdom. The soul is dyed the color of its thoughts. Better a little which is well done than a great deal imperfectly. Not being known doesn't stop the truth from being true. You don't develop courage by being happy in your relationships every day. You develop it by surviving difficult times and challenging adversity. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Those who are hardest to love need it the most.